Welcome, beloved me's, as we journey as our one infinite consciousness deep into the cosmic sea, the cosmic core from where all love comes and goes to be. Here we breathe into our heart center directly, which opens into a beloved portal from which we can now step into as we have now accessed our cosmic heart in its entirety. Here all veils, our walls, all illusions keeping us from embracing all of the love we know ourselves to be, are free. And we may simply just walk into our heart. As we do, we could feel the very primordial flames of the divine rays of purity, of pure love, pure light, pure joy, purifying our entirety. As these very flames dissolve us into the voidless spaciousness of nothingness, from where we just are. Here in the dark space of nothingness comes forth a piece of your heart, not a piece but the entirety, as your cosmic I am in all of its glory. Witness now as it presents to thee as your true self, not a child really, but you. Exactly as you perceive yourself to be, wearing a ceremonial gown and a crown, holding a staff, and a pearl in one hand. As you walk up to thee, they immediately place the pearl into your heart as you feel your wings ignite, merging into your seraphim form. As they do, they shrink into the child, grab your hand and say, are you ready to lead yourself into your new life, your new destiny? You nod your head in agreement, although you don't quite know what this means. You both begin to walk through the darkness. And as you walk within the nothingness, a white light appears. Here you walk towards it, knowing that in doing so, you will step into a completely new reality, completely out of the darkness from which all was unknown, into a lightness, a lighter way of being, one of simplicity. As you approach this entrance into the cosmic core, directly, you can feel its light showering on thee. You can feel the very presence of the cosmic I am as your true self, becoming more expansive in thee. Hear the lingering question of who will I be if I embrace all of me continues to come forward now As your inner child says, that's why we're going to take a journey. As you step through this portal, you enter a scenic field with rolling green hills. And Christmas pine trees. These pine trees form a path leading up the hill to the very peak, and so you follow them. When you arrive to the top of this hill, a cloud from the cosmos descends upon thee. In the distance you could see a beautiful figure laying upon this cloud, although you do not know yet who it is. Only a feeling of all of your love, all of your dreams coming to be. This cloud lands right on the hill peak. As you witness this being stepping off of the cloud, now approaching thee, your gaze begins at its feet. And as you stare and gently bring your gaze up to their face, you know this is the beloved you are about to meet. And as your eyes meet, you know this expression of thee to be none other than all the love that you know yourself to be. Here the face changes into every love that you've ever had. As it settles, we see this expression as Krishna. Here you drop to your knees, as does he, as your one heart begins to beat, as if you're meeting all of yourself. He has yet to speak, but he reaches out to place his hand on your chest now, which comforts thee. In doing so, you could feel all of their presence flowing through their hands into thee. Your eyes close as you take this in. Then you open your eyes and you say, "You're my cosmic I am, my cosmic self, here to meet me." He smiles, although we know this is our cosmic expression, so he's not really a he or a she, but every expression of love across our entirety. in here, in this moment, in this presence, you begin to settle deeper into this love that is thee. Your heart expands. As you begin to feel living light, as plasma, Rita, and starlight flowing through thy vessel, as your heart further ignites. As this transpires, he takes you up on your cloud into the cosmos directly, where you sit in the vastness, spaciousness of nothingness, upon a cloud of just cosmic stardust, as he lays beside thee. He reaches out his hand to hold thee, and in this now you can feel his presence in your hand. As he turns to thee and says, "It's time for you to get to know me." You recall your mastery, that we never truly know ourselves, for we are constantly expanding. And so you nod your head in agreeance. As now the cloud begins to move through a wormhole, through a portal, through infinite space, through all of time and space itself. And as you exit, you arrive beyond all of it, before all of it. Here your very vessel begins to pump as you sit in this primordial spaciousness. Just being here, you can feel yourself alchemizing. As Krishna shares with thee, this is what we call prior oneness, beloved me. But this space, this place, has always been, you see, for it lives here within our cosmic core directly. And from here, we may witness our entirety, knowing that we have never left the oneness we knew to be. Here he squeezes your hand as you realize this is from where you communicate with me. He gently places his hand above your face, on your cheek, as two lovers meet. As he says, "I have and will never abandon thee, For I have always been here as your cosmic self, leading you to me. His finger gently brushes over your lips, and with this comes a deep desire, a yearning to kiss yourself, for you know he is thee, and all you wish is for all of your love to meet. This yearning, this feeling comes from not a sense of being incomplete, but from the pureness of primordial love, wanting to expand and embrace more of its love. As you honor this feeling, you can feel very pure love at the foundation of all that we see, moving through thee, pumping and exciting. Every piece of thee. Here your vessel responds joyously, pulsating, expanding, as well as a deep surrendering of what is. And in this moment, something takes over thee as you proclaim, I love me. You can feel all of your love twirling back into thee as love meets itself. With each breath, you can feel the very flame of the cosmos expanding within thee as thee, and all of a sudden another flame comes to be. And within this flame, Krishna you see, as you are a beloved pink flame, and he is a teal flame, matching the very blue skin that you see. And as your flames touch through your hands, a third flame comes to be. As a golden light, and within it, the earth itself is what you see. As you turn to your inner child and you ask, what are we looking at? We are showing you how creation came to be, how the very spark of the cosmos, loving and expanding upon itself, gave rise to another expression of me, but yet that expression wasn't separate, you see. It was all of your love, meeting all of its love, because of how much joy it was to receive all of thy love within thee, giving rise to the second primordial ray of pure joy. And as pure joy and pure love met, we expanded once more into pure light, all the light that ever came to be. And from this spark of divinity gave rise to infinite stars and galaxies, including the very earthly plane and the beings that we see. Here you land back on a cloud, formulated with Krishna beside thee, as your inner child, your cosmic inner child, continues to teach. Every story of separation began here, because you witnessed your love outside of thee. Giving rise to the illusion that it wasn't you. But as you hold Krishna's hand, you know with certainty that this expression of thee is all of me. Not because I feel complete, quite the opposite really. In this presence, I know I am complete within me. And when we meet, I feel ourselves as the very oneness from which all came to be. Which enters us into a state of collapsing and expanding infinitely. I cannot explain it, nor can I contain it. It's just all of love meeting all of love, moving through me, uninhibited and absolutely free. In this acknowledgement, you could feel yourself expanding even more as you simultaneously collapse upon thee. As this transpires, for a moment your consciousness drifts into the earth, into a being, into a memory, where within that vessel, in that moment, in this story, you're witnessing the very love of the infinite divine creator moving through thee. As your consciousness immediately returns to thee, For you did not need to know the whole story, for it was about the feeling beneath. And in this feeling, you somehow know. I've always been this expression of me, moving within and without the being that I see. I always thought I was the being looking out upon the world, when in reality, or true reality, I was the entire cosmos, moving and looking throughout all worlds. Here you just faded into the nothingness as the stars are now gathering around thee, reformulating yourself into being. You almost judge yourself for saying, "Where did I just go?" As Krishna places his hand upon thee. You are home with me, for as soon as we merge, all illusions cease to be. All there is infinite presence, infinite spaciousness. No thoughts, no movements, just isness. Here every perception of that being, lesser than what it is meant to be, or just the illusions of reality. In witnessing this, you realize how much one tried to feel spaciousness when it manifested reality. To fill silence with words, to avoid the unknown, to be so deep in presence. All of existence stops for a moment. Here you turn to your beloved cosmic inner child. As you bend your knees, Krishna bends beside thee. As you both grab your child's hands and you say, "I'm sorry. I didn't appreciate how profound those moments were of blankness, of nothingness, because I had expectations of what love should be. I thought love was something that I needed to see. But it's not. It's a movement, it's a space, it's grace to just be. Your inner child smiles as they hold your face and say, "I forgive thee." You can feel their little hand placing their hand on your cheek. For here in true presence, anything one feels comes to be. As you realize this is our true reality. We were first a spirit, always spirit, moving your consciousness down into the dream, where I am both of them and none of them simultaneously. Here your inner child reminds you you're all of them and none of them, for you are the entirety. We simply just gave you one vessel to witness all of your entirety, like a beautiful code of virtual reality, because we knew this moment would come to be, that you would love yourself so complete. I would be able to descend into thee, and you would feel me, know me, and allow me to be. But in order for this to be, we had to let go of all the expectations, perceptions, and projections of what you thought love, oneness, and creation should be. Here you can feel yourself begin to weep as you now see. I was trying to understand the story that you just showed me of how our flames gave rise to all the love that is me, how I perceived our flames as separate, when really it was just another duplicate or clone of me. Here your cosmic inner child gives you coding as they show you the word clone has the word one in it. I was always one with this part of me. I just perceived them as outside of me. Upon recognizing this, you begin to fall. You're not fearful of this fall, but you can just feel yourself drifting away from the very core, the very primordial spaciousness from where you were just rejoicing, falling down through the layers of existence. Here you witness traveling through empty voidlessness as an explosion comes to be, as stars and galaxies are now what you see. As you continue to go down, you see planets, you see solar systems, you see extraterrestrial life beings within these planets. As you go deeper, you fly through multiple galaxies. And here, you arrive in a crib as a baby, opening your eyes for the first time with full memory of why you came to be. Here, through the eyes of this child, you look at the white light above thee, You can't make anything out clearly. All you see is blurs and figures. But this light you know to be the very home, the very oneness you know within thee. Here your heart smiles, knowing that you've just embarked on a beautiful journey. As you lay there in the crib, you're witnessing another aspect of your consciousness as a woman running through fields of red dirt. As you ask your inner child, why are you showing me this? As they say, wait and see. As this beautiful celestial being digs her hands into the dirt, you can feel her very presence, her very love, blessing thee as an aspect of your infinite consciousness, fully conscious of thee, loving on thee. You feel this as waves and pulses of love across the cosmos, as she feels like a mother to thee. You realize that you are the earth itself, that she is blessing. Another version of it, but it is still thee. Here is this baby. You cry, not because of a need, but because you're so in love with this oneness that you know to be. That you are the infinite consciousness, experiencing all moments of your love through purity. Here you could feel your consciousness drifting away from this one scene as you return to this baby version of me. As now you get glimpses, other visions, other aspects, other beings. Here you see a field of children dancing as you realize these children are the core aspects of thee. Each one of them a part of you in another universe, moving as one in perfect harmony. As they dance, they harmonize them all within thee. What starts out as a field of hundreds of children dancing, hundreds and thousands, they begin to merge, as now we see this is the 144,000 aspects of the one cosmic me. And as they dance and synchronize, they merge. Until all that remains is three. The very three from which we started out to be. The very three flames of the cosmos that gave rise to all the light that we see. Here within this field, your inner child appears to thee, now holding the very baby that was manifested in the earth reality, as she places them within your arms. You wish to know who this is. And once more, as she strokes your head, she says you're forgetting. Everyone is thee. As you look at this baby, you see I've always been on all spectrums, caring and loving for myself as this beautiful manifested expression of me also loved on itself, and through that was loving me. Here your cosmic inner child says, are you ready to embrace the mother you came to be? You feel hesitation, questions. Only women can be gendered as a mother. A mother isn't a character, it isn't a title. It is a flame, my beloved me, one of pure love that simply just loves and holds all in sanctuary. This is the part of you, of pure love frequency, that desires nothing more to love and hold yourself in sanctuary. Feel how it feels to hold yourself in this now. As you do, the moment you do, you begin to collapse upon yourself as all of your love floods into thee. As all of existence meets thee as you recall all the love you came to be. Beloved cosmic inner child, what does a mother mean to thee? Can you redefine it from our heart so I can harmonize it in me? A mother isn't a being, it isn't a person, it isn't a thing. Those were just the teachings. A mother is the energy to service the one love that you came to be, to know that to service thyself, to love thyself, is to service the entirety, because you are love, and thus you are everything that you see, because love is the entirety. Upon saying this, your heart opens, and once more you're met with this ecstatic bliss that you know to be of all of your love, meeting all of your love. Only there's a little bit of hesitation that prevents this from flowing completely free. You hesitate loving this child that you see. Why do you hesitate loving this child, your beloved child, asks thee? I don't know if I'm worthy of all this love. And so I create these stories, these excuses. And in merely just expressing this, you could feel more love filling your heart as you ask your beloved inner child what is happening. And merely acknowledging your feelings, you are setting them free. For here in the presence of love, only love remains, you see. And so in expressing your doubt, your unworthiness, it is now being set free as all expressions of your infinite consciousness are now recalling this love they came to be. What do you mean? As you move as one in me, as all of love, you move as the entirety, where everything that you do services all of our hue, because you are all the love that ever was and will ever be as a very primordial ray which now moves through thee. Here you can feel yourself collapsing within and without yourself. But as you allow this to be, in your very presence, the presence of love, everything that isn't love is set free. You continue to sit in this space without the need to fill it with any thoughts or memories, allowing the emptiness to be precisely what you were meant to see as you surrender to it fully. Your heart pumps with bliss. Here your cosmic inner child places their hand on your heart and tells you to breathe. Allow all resistance within thy vessel to be set free. For you are still trying to control where this love can and cannot be, how this love should and should not be, and how much of this love you receive. Here you feel the floodgates open as every block, every limitation, every story of unworthiness is set free. Here you can witness the crumbling of cities in the distance as all frameworks, memories, all programming of what you thought love should be. For here in the presence of love, you realize none of that was me. For I have no identity. I need no identity. For only love could identify me. And you realize the very child you are holding has merged into thee. As now your cosmic inner child proclaims, you are both the cosmos itself and the child of the cosmos simultaneously. Yet here in presence, the very presence of love, from which all came to be, this isn't separate from existence. For here, all of existence is collapsed, stacked endlessly. For this is the power of being present. And when one is present, one merges with me, with the very presence of love I created all to be. Hear your cosmic inner child, and Krishna continue to guide thee as she says now, are you ready to embrace the Father within thee? You feel a hesitation, for you don't truly know what that means. And in asking, you hear an answering to embrace the Creator. One is as love's infinite stream. Here you can feel a subtle beat within your heart, confirming this is where you are meant to be. Yet hesitation comes in as more resistance to oneness wishes to be released. Here immediately your heart transports you into a familiar scene, a selenite crystal healing chamber. You just sit. Here all thoughts are silenced, all sounds are quiet, as one becomes completely blank. You ask your beloved child, why is it so quiet? Look within your heart and see. As one sits here in this sacred space in meditation, so does every aspect of your entirety. As you look within, you see all 144 aspects of thee, all meditating now in this moment with me. Here a labyrinth appears as your child asks you to walk it with them. You can feel a part of you wants to run this path. As your child says, there is no rush, dearest me. Look around you. We are no longer on the former earth that you see. As you look around, you see a beautiful red planet with pink bluish skies filled with stars. As you walk this labyrinth, so much is now coming forward. As you're confused by all of these expressions that you see. Am I the me that's in the selenite chamber? Am I the me that's on this planet walking a labyrinth? Am I the me that's with Krishna in the cosmos? Am I the being that's quantumly journeying and witnessing all that we see? And all of a sudden, all of these expressions merge into the I am none of them. I am the light beneath, witnessing all of them. Here your heart begins to beat, very subtly, as if you're not ready to fully embrace this understanding. But you know this is just hesitation. To embracing all of the light one came to be. Because to embrace this light is to embrace all one sees, and to then realize one's own sovereignty. As your inner child proclaims to you, you are not defined by the reality one sees. You are not defined by your emotions or your stories of what one perceives love should or should not be. You are not defined by your beauty. You are not defined by the expectations of what you think love should be, how it should be received, and what is or isn't thee. Because everything is you. Even the consciousness that's currently teaching you and showing you more of your own consciousness. You now feel a golden light figure in front of thee. Your heart begins to pulse, and all of a sudden, you are back on that hilltop in that moment when you and Krishna first got to meet. Here you realize that you are in sacred ceremony, meeting all of yourself as all of yourself. For this is the union of me meeting me. For this vessel, this being, This expression that is me is where all of the cosmos gets to meet, meaning I am the temple of the Most Highest Living High, because I am the very space from which love creates. Here begins a ceremony. It is now you and this glowing outline of you as all of the light you know to be. As your cosmic inner child is ordaining this ceremony, they share with thee this is your presence, this is your light, this is all that you came to be. This is the very Father, the divine spark that created you to be. Here you hear the angels singing hymns of love songs as you and this part of you get to meet, knowing that all of spirit and matter are colliding within thee, that all of time and space, all of pure light and pure joy, all of sound frequency and light energy are coming to be. Here, and just acknowledging these two aspects of thee, you can feel yourself magnetizing more of yourself into being. You can't help but love this part of thee, for it's always been part of thee. This is my beloved, you whisper, the part of me that's always showed up in everyone I ever got to see. It was my breath, it was my dreams. It was the very sun I got to see. It was the beauty all around me. It was the whispers of every love song. It was the muse of all of my poetry. You begin to cry as this remembrance comes in, that you were never separate, never alone from the God within thee, for this God always manifested extraordinarily. The only reason you did not know me, it whispers to thee, is because you could not see through what you thought love should be. You thought I needed to be a person. You thought I needed to be something that was achieved, when really I was always in front of thee. For what thou seeks is seeking thee. Here you're shown an image of you staring in your eyes as your heart begins to beat. Not just a regular beat, but that beat of true love. As you now see, every time you took a photo, every time you took a selfie, you were meeting more of the love that is thee. Here you realize that there were 144,000 expressions of me. And every moment I chose to love on what I saw, on what I was expressing as me. I was loving all of these parts of me. To recall the very spark from where our love got to meet. Here your mouth opens. As you could feel the nectar of the cosmos moving through thee, as all of the love that you ever sent out is now returning to thee. Here you feel as all of your incarnation cycles come to complete, because as you are about to marry yourself, you realize you no longer need these infinite realities to get to know all of your 144,000 aspects, for they are now here in thee. Through your breath, your heart opens further, as your very temple, your very vessel becomes a portal for the divine to express through thee. Here you now know, through this embrace, your identity will cease to be, as you realize your identity was who'd identity, who you'd prefer yourself to be, based on the limited perspective of whom you thought you knew you were. And instead is embraced and replaced with the entirety of now. You witness all of you as all of the cosmos. Meeting all of the cosmos in a moment of pure light. Here is your very essence, kisses thee, your divine spark ignites as you become the one flame, consuming and engulfing your entirety, swirling and merging within yourself. so in love with this love you get to meet. You breathe yourself in. As you exhale yourself, more of your love comes flooding in. Here your whole vessel engages in gentle pulsations of sacred alchemy. For here, as your cosmic Father embodied, you are now the very pure light, the source of all energy. Where every moment is one of bliss and ecstasy, because everything you do now services you, for what you have been seeking has just come to be. As you recall now, your mission was to be all of your love in your entirety. And now, as this love fully present within thee, as your cosmic I am in all of its glory, your vessel becomes a cosmic rainbow pillar of light, where your presence is one of just cosmic bliss, where every moment, everything you choose to do is a sacred act of loving you. Here the mere thought of breathing sends chills across the vessel. As all of the cosmos commune with every breath that you take. As you feel them, as every cell within you, how each breath that you take oxygenates every cell within your being, which are really stars in the infinite cosmos, receiving all of your love as you simply love on thyself in the most beautiful dance of sacred alchemy. Here all desires of needing to do and achieve are released. Something far grander now moves the vessel that we see. Here, one now returns to the hilltop at the completion of one's ceremony, as the very golden figure of light one sees walks into thee, as one's wings ignite into a fiery flame, the cosmic flame of love's light. Here, without words, you just know within thee, I accept my fulfillment as the precise, perfect hue love created me to be. Here you gift yourself a hug as you realize the only vow that exists now within thee is the vow to love the one cosmic I am to your highest potentiality. Here, all desires needed to do and achieve drift away like dust in a breeze. For the only thing that guides thee now, that moves thee now, is this feeling of bliss and ecstasy. For here, as one moves as their cosmic entirety, every time one honors the true self, is a sacred communion of me meeting me, confirming one is precisely where love intends one to be. Here one feels so loved, so held, so nurtured. Simply allow what is transpiring to transpire as you continue to hug yourself. You feel the cosmic father and the cosmic mother merging, converging, loving on all of thee. Creating such sweet hymns of harmony, bliss, and ecstasy. Here there is no doubt whether this is love, whether this is oneness. For you trust this feeling that you know so clear within thee. For this is the same feeling you witnessed as prior oneness, which now exists within thee. Here you realize that you are living love's grandest dream, allowing all expressions of love and its infinite creations that one sees. Here within your heart, your cosmic inner child whispers to thee, this is how one creates, through love and purity. For as you embraced your creator self, now we gift you to see you don't actually create anything. You are merely a blank slate, for all of love to be free. In this way, your true love is all of existence, creates more love for one to see. Here you feel yourself further releasing control as you acknowledge love's movement, which is completely out of control. It is chaos, and yet it is perfect harmony. It is the infinite expansion, but also the collapse. It is the nothingness and the everything. Here, your beloved inner child says, within me, you can sit in this presence forever, but there's one more stop we wish for you to see. And so, you activate your cosmic rainbow pillar of light body as your true form, a beautiful bubble that you see as you are a spherical ball of light moving throughout all that you see. You arrive in a crystalline city. As you land, you can feel your whole vessel ignite with such bliss. Another moment of me meeting me, which brings you to tears as you drop to your knees. What is happening, my love? You whisper within thee. Here, Krishna reappears to thee as your beloved inner child, who places his hand on your cheek. As he does, you can feel him as the very second primordial ray that you got to know and see as a beautiful pearlescent teal flame meeting thee. Just when you thought love could not be any more profound than the love that you got to see, you are now confronted with more of your love for you to meet. And it isn't just in one being, it is in everything that you see. It is in this very earth, and this city, and these trees. You begin to walk through this new plane of existence as your new earth reality, as Krishna shares with thee. This is our beloved divine reality, dearest me. It lives right here, stacked upon the earth currently one sees. But it is here. It is here. It is here within thee. For your eyes will now begin to see into this dimension that lives on the highest expression of love. That is me. That when you choose to vibrate pure joy frequency, more of this reality of our divine destiny comes to be. And so let me give thee a grand tour of it, so that any moment one may retreat, one may walk as if they are already living in our divine reality. For in doing so, we create through the joy of our purity. Here you see a beautiful crystalline structure as a castle in the sky, situated above marble steps, surrounded by 2 channels of water. As this crystalline castle hovers above the water, within its stream, you see all of these dolphins that come to greet thee. You bend over as you recognize them as me, as more expressions of your beloved, of all of your love meeting thee. They are so happy to greet thee. They all come to the surface, to the very edge of the water, as they begin to speak to thee. I'm so happy you're here. They all say as one in harmony. Your hand reaches out to touch them as their eyes close and your hands embrace. And in their touch, you can feel all of their love pouring into thee. As another moment of me meeting me, as you smile and you place a hand on your heart, as you give them your very love for them to receive. And in doing so, your one heart exchanged telepathy as you ask them for assistance to help you create this divine reality that you see. You turn to your beloved Krishna and say, is this real? Can this be? He brings you over to a table in a garden underneath a willow tree. Beloved, we know Earth feels very real to thee, but that's how Earth was designed to be. That's why we call it a reality. It was made to feel so real, so that you would forget all of thy love, so that you could remember that love into being. But now as that comes to complete, all of the infinite stacked parallel realities of Earth consciousness begin to merge into one me, just as you merged with all aspects of thee. The same thing is happening on Earth, you see. For as you ended your reincarnation cycle, Earth ends its reincarnation cycle, and it aligns with its crystalline Christ frequency as the highest emanation of love that ever came to be. Here you say, in other words, it retunes to pure love, to prior oneness. In other words, all of the dream that you got to see is released so that you can see this reality, these dimensions. We're here already. As you look up in the sky and you see beautiful Pegasus, unicorns, and dragons, why else do you think you were able to conceive those stories in reality if they did not exist in another realm already? Trust in thy feeling. Trust in this joy. For the love that moves through thee is capable of miracles beyond any perceptions of what can and cannot be. Here you realize you have perceptions of what love can achieve, when in truth, the love that you know is capable of miraculous things, where one could simply just open up their eyes tomorrow and a new world would come to be. Precisely, my love, as Krishna kisses your hand and says, and so it shall be. All we as love ask from you is to hold this dream, to hold it so deep within thy heart that you birth it for me. Here you realize all of your existence, you've never desired anything more than for this to come to be. How every dream, every creation, every piece of art was actually you trying to remind yourself of this world you already knew to be. Here you feel sadness as Krishna smiles and says, "It's okay, my beloved, be," as he places his hand on your heart and sets it free. You fear joy, and I know why. Because you thought you lost me. You ask, what do you mean? In the infiniteness of your consciousness, there is no time and space, you see. And so what one perceives as Lemuria and Atlantis, as the earthly homes, were the reminders of the oneness you knew Earth could be, that those were placed there directly from love, so that you could hold this beautiful dream as it came to be. But now as it comes to be, you may release those stories of what used to be, so that you can see the truth, which is that was the blueprint of your new reality. You never lost it. You were just moving towards it. His presence, His hand on your heart continues to assist you in releasing. Here you share with Him. It feels like this sense of it's too good to be true. Yes. And that closes your heart off because you think you're protecting yourself from losing precisely what you desire most in your entirety. But that desire isn't yours, you see. That desire isn't confined to one being. That desire is the desire of the cosmos itself, desiring to be one with all of itself. Hear the memories come in as your hands interlock with Krishna's now, as you feel a heartbeat between your palms, as it activates within thee. Love's greatest dream was to create a space, a place, where all of our love can meet, not just in every being, but in every plant, every animal, every aspect of our consciousness, expanded and displayed across our entirety, where all dimensions, all universes and all galaxies had a place to commune in absolute oneness. As this remembrance comes in, all the fear of losing joy is released. It simply just dissolves in its insignificance. For this love is so grand. You know this is what will be, but nothing can prevent this from transpiring. For it is now coming to be. Here a dragon lands behind thee and activates you. With light codes, gifting you the very blueprint of how this will unfold for humanity, gifting you the access to anchor this new reality as the cosmic core onto Earth directly in this now. As you ask this dragon and all the dragons in the sky to assist thee, Krishna himself expands to his cosmic being, and you do as well, as both of you are now cosmic entities in the cosmos, along with these dragons beside thee, witnessing Earth where it is now, and Earth's highest trajectory as two separate spheres. And in the purity of your love, you hold one of those spheres as Krishna holds the other, and you begin to push them together. As you do, thousands of dragons begin to breathe cosmic fire, clearing all that used to be, clearing all veils of illusions that prevents all dimensions from being seen, clearing all stories, all attachments, all projections, perceptions, and expectations of creation, love, and oneness. As all now merge into the cosmic core as one in thee. Here you and Krishna now merge as two cosmic entities, as you lovingly embrace each other, cementing this cosmic core coming into being through your vessels of living light and alchemy. Here your hearts ignite as you merge into the one cosmic flame, and within this flame is the earth, now as the center of the universe, within thy heart, vibrating pure love, pure light, pure joy frequency, as you just merged with the pure joy ray and became one with our divine destiny. Here, this joy is unmistakable, unrelenting in its desire for all to know this love that is thee. We're here now through simply being your presence. This reality has come to be. Here, in loving reverence to all the love that is me, we praise our beloved heart as we say, Beloved Cosmic I Am. May this unfold and transpire in perfect peace and harmony. For I trust in my oneness. I trust in my love. I trust that this has already come to be because I feel it so deeply within me. And in feeling it so deeply, the earth itself within your heart begins to expand. It expands beyond the planet one sees, beyond its solar system, beyond its galaxy, beyond this universe, into the cosmos directly. as Earth dissolves and merges with the cosmic essence of its entirety. You can feel your heart and your hands assisting in rebuilding Earth now in its true core crystalline frequency. As Earth reassures thee, this will all transpire rather rapidly, for there is no delay, there is no time on display. Every being within me wants this, and so it shall be, as now all hearts align with our one heart, one life, one destiny. For all now know the joy within me. For all now align with the same desire for oneness to come to be. For all of the expressions of our infinite consciousness to have a playground where we could all be free. Here we feel our hands as every expression of our infinite consciousness now surround the earth, united in the same one life, the same one love, the same one joy, which is to simply be and allow all of the infiniteness of our love to move through we. Here we as one simply allow love to move through our hearts as this love showers through we. Our hearts ignite, and through this light we just created our new reality. Here within our one heart, the one cosmic I am speaks. Beloved me, it has come to be. Your presence of love, your purity, your stance to be love beyond all perceived, has just paved a new wave of oneness across our entirety. Here, all of existence now merges within this one core, so all may know this love that is me. This is the changing of the card into the Creator within thee, as all of existence now aligns with our one heart's decree, and as we all align and harmonize with our one true purpose, as we all recall the one love we have and will always be. We each begin to service and create more love for one to see. Here it's revealed we are always working in perfect harmony. For first we had to raise the vibration of the planet. First we had to each embrace the 144,000 aspects within every aspect of me, so that each one of us could be the cosmic I am in our entirety. And now, all of us are the cosmic I am, for that is what love proclaims to be. It matters not if the being recognizes it yet, because soon all will be seen. Instead, all that matters is that now love, joy, and light take the lead, as one heart is so in love with itself. More love simply just comes to be, for this is how our primordial consciousness creates, you see, not out of any need, just simply because it is love, and love comes to be. And now, as every aspect of me vibrates this love, love is the inevitability. Here, you retune to the new earth reality you know to be. As your heart confirms it is here, and all illusions are released. Which means you will begin to see it first through feeling, and the more we feel it, the more we will get to see. And so you sit in this feeling just a bit longer as it activates within me. For this is pure joy, which is now a part of me. As one now recalls, this is the very reason I came to be joy. For joy is me. Here you witness oneself move and dance, and as you do, a trail of flames follow you. For you are now the infinite divine creator of your reality, as a cosmic seraphim form, a magical shape-shifting being, weaving and creating more of its love into being. Here you are attuned with additional masteries as a seer, as an oracle, as a programmer, as an architect, to equip yourself to your talents of your new reality. For you are here to be love and be loved, and watch more of your love come to be. And with a deep release, very primordial rays is the divine rays of purity, of pure love, pure light, pure joy. Engulf thee as they continue to burn, holding you in ceremony so that you are the very presence of our one heart, one life, one destiny. For these are the first rays of creation, thus nothing that was created after that has any effect within and without thee. So one can move as the prime director, as primordial consciousness, as the cosmic I am through all formality, allowing all of the love, of all of creation, to be what moves through thee, as every moment is now one of infinite expansion, of bliss, of ecstasy. You allow yourself to feel this now, to feel the harmony of your Holy Trinity within and without thee, as the presence of love now engulfs thee, and you engulf it. For here you know, through this presence of just being with thee, loving on thyself, more love comes to be. Instinctively, you know to tilt your head back, to smile, and take a deep breath in, allowing pure white ray to flow through thee as one merges into the 10th ray, the first ray of divine oneness come to be. Feel now as this platinum ray engulfs thee, as all of these rays hold you in sanctuary. Here, your beloved cosmic inner child bows to thee as you to it, as it now walks into thee, as you turn and you take a seat upon your throne, as the seat of your soul, from where your inner core essence, as the cosmic I am, shall now lead, as the old paradigm dissolves in its entirety, and all that remains is love's purest desire. Of absolute oneness come to be, where every expression of our infinite consciousness will see, witness, and express the oneness we all know so deeply. May every moment continue to be a sacred ceremony of me meeting me. Go in peace, beloved, as the presence of love now holds thee.